Hello, everybody, and welcome to the PHLY Eagles podcast, live from the Xfinity mobile studio and presented by Bet365 and Ashley. Snowmageddon continues, and we remain remote. Bo Wolf and EJ Smith. Heavy show today. We're going to give you something to sink your teeth into as we continue to wait for the white smoke to clear, to come out of the NovaCare complex. We'll give you the latest on the offensive coordinator search. But the meat of the episode today, the NFC East Draft. EJ and I are going to draft two rosters composed entirely of the players on the NFC East teams. And I think what we've decided here, EJ, is this is going to be as if you were playing the 2025 season over again. So, for instance, like if a guy gets hurt, you got to take into account that he could get hurt, but maybe he won't get hurt. And is he going to get hurt because he's built that way, or was it a fluky injury, things like that? What would be the median performance level you would expect from those players from this past season? And then we can do this exercise again in the summer once everybody has gone through the draft and free agency and see how things have changed. EJ, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm excited for this exercise. This just to pat, to do the reach around and pat myself on the back here. Does that affect my mic audio, by the way, when I do that?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
Studying about my setup here. But this was my idea, the all division draft. But I feel like you really brought it to life. So I think it was a good team effort. I'm excited to do
hey,
it.
that's what teamwork is all about, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
People
So
helping people.
yeah, no, I will be curious to see if we disagree on many of these, but no, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
It's good that we're not talking like only about the offensive coordinator
I know,
search
and it does.
today.
It feels like we're. I thought yesterday was actually a very good conversation about it, but if
Yeah.
we were going to do the whole show on that today, we'd be spinning our wheels a little bit. But we do have two important pieces of information that have changed since yesterday, EJ. Let's start with Joe Brady getting the Bills job, the head coaching job for the Bills. Everybody in Buffalo seems to be pretty upset by that. I think Eagles fans would have loved Joe Brady as the offensive coordinator, but given the way that they, trashed the coaching staff and then hired a person from the coaching staff, doesn't seem like they're running things super well in Buffalo. But
Yeah.
there goes like the last guy available who you would have thought was okay.
Unless he gets the Raiders head coaching job.
Mhm.
So, I know that there was some hope that Eagles fans, from Eagles fans that Brian Daboll would still end up being a candidate for the Eagles. It really does seem like the cast of candidates available that we expected, again, without any real home run hires, any splashy hires, I think that's what the Eagles are left with here.
But with Daboll and Brady out of the picture, reportedly, we do have a new person in the picture. Always fun to get. It's important that we keep adding new characters to this melodrama. And the newest guy is someone they're going to bring in to Philadelphia for a second interview after having interviewed him once before. And this is someone who does not have play calling experience. This is Sean Mannion, the Packers quarterbacks coach. Obviously, once upon a time, the Eagles dipped into these wells once before. Now, he is very inexperienced, 33 years old, 1 year on the job as the Packers quarterbacks coach in 2025, was a lower level assistant on that staff the season prior, which makes you wonder, should it be more like Sean Boynian instead of Sean Mannion,
I was gonna
since
go with
he's
the Mystery Mannion, as you put it, like
oh,
bringing
not bad,
somebody that
not
we don't know
bad.
about. Yeah, no, I like that.
This
Yeah,
is
I
a guy
think
who
that
played in the league.
yes, yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I think the selling point with him is not necessarily his coaching experience; it's his experience as a backup quarterback in the NFL. He played for 2 seasons under Sean McVay with the Los Angeles Rams in 2017 and 2018. He was on the Vikings roster for 2 seasons in 2019 and 2021 under Kevin O'Connell. And then, yeah, he's got the coaching experience with Matt LaFleur in Green Bay there, where they cross paths in LA. So, I think it is a matter of he's got experience like being a part of different systems, even if it's not the coaching experience. It kind of reminds me of Josh McCown. But obviously, what's unique about this is that Sean Mannion does not really have connections to the Eagles building. It really is just his understanding of a scheme that the Eagles have clearly shown a lot of interest in this coaching cycle, and really the last few coaching cycles.
EJ, I'll give you $50 if you can name the player that Sean Mannion threw his only NFL touchdown to.
Oh man. So it
There's
was
no reason for you to know this.
probably with the Rams, if I had to guess.
It was with
No,
the Vikings.
it was with the Vikings.
Now that I've given you that, I'm gonna go. You're gonna go down to $25.
I mean, I'm still like, I got nothing here. It's not Stefan Diggs, is it?
It is not Stefan Diggs. It is
Is that
no.
at
There's
least a
no
good
reason for
guess?
this. It's KJ Osborne.
Oh yeah, we could have been here all day. I don't think it would have been a great experience for the viewers out there for me to be guessing these Vikings receivers.
So if it is Sean Mannion,
Uh-huh.
what would you make of that as the result of this process?
It's not it's not super dissimilar to what I said about Declan Doyle, where you're really going to be you're really counting on the Eagles' ability to answer questions that we will have through the interview process. And there are a lot of questions with him. I mean, he does not have play calling experience. Obviously, he doesn't even have experience as an OC, being the person leading the room. So it's a big step. It's a huge jump to go from 1 year as a quarterbacks coach, to installing a system that is a pretty significant departure from what the Eagles have run and being the authority on it. So, how does his voice command an offensive room? How can he install, a system? What are his key philosophies? These are all questions we don't have answers to. The Eagles will have an idea based off of these interviews. It was reported that he had a virtual interview. This is going to be his second interview in person now. There's a lot of projection with somebody like Sean Mannion. That's not to say it wouldn't work out. I think he's well thought of, but again, it is just there's a lot of unknowns. It's crazy to think that. I mean, this is what day 14 of the offensive coordinator search. It's crazy to think. When we started talking about candidates, we said like, don't invite variance with this hire. Find somebody who's safe. Find somebody who has play calling experience. We have gone completely the opposite direction at this
I
point.
don't speak for me. I don't think I said. I don't
Okay,
think
well,
I
I said that.
said
Yeah,
don't
I said
invite
that.
variance.
Well, I still believe that it's not ideal to have someone that, you
I
don't
totally
feel good
disagree.
about having. You disagree that it's not ideal to not have someone that you would perceive to have at least a high floor. Like, I think that the floor is quite low with somebody like Sean Manning. You just don't
Sure.
know. So no, I agree that, like, it could be great. It's, he has experience in great schemes, but I do think that this is, I don't know. It's like, I think that there's a little bit of, a sentiment out there like that there's nothing wrong with the Eagles having searched for an offensive coordinator for the last 2 weeks. And I don't disagree that the length of the search at this point, there's nothing wrong with them taking their time at this point. But I think it's important to acknowledge, if you say that they found themselves here because they missed out on that first wave of candidates. They missed out on the top candidates. And now they are having to undergo a more exhaustive search to figure out who the right guy is for the job. Now, they might still find somebody great, but I do think, like, I don't know, I'm a little bit like pouring cold water on this idea, like, oh, nothing to see here. Like the Eagles are just, having an exhaustive search, taking advantage of the marketplace of ideas, all the things we've talked about for the last week and change. Like, it still is not ideal that they find themselves in this scenario. I think it's okay to say that without being like, talked
hmm
down to like, oh, like this is just how
This
these
is
things
this
work,
is not how they thought it was going to play out, which
Exactly.
doesn't
Yeah.
mean it's going to turn out badly. And it
Right.
doesn't mean that they're not going about it the right way. I think they are. I think this is good process for them
I would
if
agree.
if
Yeah.
every step of the way has gone the way it has, right? If you
Yeah.
weren't able to land Mike McDaniel, okay, then plan B. If you're not able to land the guys that you wanted, and I think they probably did want Brian Dable, if you don't want that guy, okay, let's really cast a wide net because you don't to the variance conversation, you don't want to lock in a guy who might have a higher floor but probably has a lower ceiling.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
has done it before, but not particularly well. I think you do want to invite variance, and the comparison you have made to the Sirianni head coaching search, I think, is
Yeah.
right. They are trying to now get ahead of it for a year. Sean Mannion is a guy who is not only not the play caller, he's not even the number two guy behind the play caller. It's LaFleur and then Adam Stenovich and then him. So he's like
Yeah.
three in the pecking order. It would be a total leap of faith, which doesn't mean it would be a bad hire. But I do the other thing I want to push back on is the idea from Eagles fans that they're making too much of this, that like people don't, because it is there's a segment of the fan base that on the one hand is saying Nick Sirianni is a moron and an a-hole, and he doesn't have anything to do with the Eagles' success. And on
Yeah.
the other hand, they're saying, well, why wouldn't anybody want this job? What of course that's crazy. Maybe those things in your mind are related, but
Yeah, no, I do. I think it is a reflection of the organization. That I think that it's just because it's gone on so long, everybody has gotten really hyperbolic about it. Like, there are a lot of like both things can be true on in this offensive
for
coordinator
sure.
search. Yeah,
So I'm curious to see how it plays out. It's also worth noting, I think, on the Mannion front, because he is so new to coaching, really only 2 years as a coach.
yeah,
It, I don't know that he has built up a stable of coaches he would bring with him
sure,
for a
yeah,
staff. So that would be interesting to see how that plays out. But
yeah. I mean, yeah, it would. It's tough to get like too convicted in this one. I've got the list here of who's left. In terms of the
okay,
people that the Eagles have interviewed or been linked to.
sure.
Tell me where Sean Mannion, where you think he falls on this list. Jim Bob Cooter, Matt Nagy, Josh Grizzard, Sean Mannion, Frank Smith, and Gerard Johnson.
It's funny because you were just going sight unseen completely on these guys. And
Yeah,
I would say I would rather take the mystery box of either Sean Mannion or Gerard Johnson than I would Cooter or Nagy,
yeah. I
probably.
tend to agree.
Um, it's Grizzard, and then who's the other one?
Frank Smith and Gerard
Frank Smith.
Johnson. Yeah.
I don't know. That's where okay, I need to get them in the room and I need to talk to them and find out what it is they actually believe on offense. I
Yeah.
think I think probably Frank Smith would be he's been around long enough and hasn't gotten the opportunity that you might be a little bit more wary just on paper. Again, this is purely speculative without ever having talked to the guy or like really heard him talk. But I think I would be more interested in the Mannion or the Gerard Johnson than like built in meh.
Yeah. I
Grizzard
think
is I would also be interested in talking more to Grizzard.
I was about to say I think Grizzard might be the one that stands out to me. I like am wondering if we've gotten too far in like the never Jim Bob Cooter argument at this point. I mean, for the sake of my, peace of mind on the show, it wouldn't be great if they hired him. Um, but I don't know. It's not a splashy list at this point. I think that is the thing that stands out the most to me.
Do you think we'll be here tomorrow and getting another new name?
I mean, at this point, like there's no reason for them to be in a rush. I think like it's interesting. I think Nate Scheelhaus has got head coaching buzz enough where that name might not be popping up for the Eagles. But yeah, I don't know. It's just it wouldn't shock me if there's another name to come out of this because I really do. I think they're just trying to figure out like who's gonna blow us away in the interview to make it like, oh, this was the guy all along. So I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we've gone too far at the risk of coming across as asexual. I think I'm no Cooter. Absolutely not.
Like I said, it wouldn't be great for me on this show if it's Jim Bob Cooter.
Okay. Let's take our break here. Hear from some sponsors on the other side. We get to the draft. EJ, before we get there, think about right now. Do you want the first pick or the second pick that comes with the turn?
We're not going position by position?
What do you mean? No,
All right.
you get to pick any position you want.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't expecting that. I'll think
No,
about
we should have talked about the mechanics here. But
it. I'll be ready.
okay. Stay tuned.
Well, it used to never be ordinary at Bet365 until I messed up this ad read for the very first time ever. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it again. Because Bet365 has 90 million users worldwide and live stream over 780,000 events each year with early payout offers across the NBA and NHL. And they've got a great early payout offer in the football bets you make, where if your team goes up by 17 points or more, you get paid out whether they win or blow the lead. Doesn't matter. Maybe your heart hurts if the Eagles blow a 21-point lead to the Cowboys. Your wallet, not so much. Breaking news from Bet365. New customers now get $200 in bonus bets, whether your bet wins or loses when you bet $5. Sign up, use the code PHLY365, deposit $10 and place a bet for $5 to get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins or loses. Bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, player props, futures, and more. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Must be 21 or older and physically located in Pennsylvania. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Whether it's a big football Sunday or a Valentine's Day spread, there's nothing like taking a couple of boxes of Omaha steaks out of the freezer. At my house, Omaha seems to always mark a special occasion. We broke a few boxes out for Christmas. We'll have some for the first Sunday family dinner in a while. They're really the perfect centerpiece to a special meal. And you guys can save big on unforgettable steaks if you visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off site-wide and an extra 20% off select favorites during their cyber sale. And for an extra $35 off, use promo code EAGLES at checkout. That's EAGLES. That's omahasteaks.com, promo code EAGLES at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details. And you can find the link to this promo in our description and pinned comment. One more time, that's omahasteaks.com to get 50% off site-wide, plus an extra 20% off select favorites for more limited time deals during their cyber sale.
All right, we're back on the PHLY Eagles podcast. Bo Wolf and EJ Smith. Time now to get into the NFC East Draft, EJ. Now, do we need to go over what exactly we're doing here?
Why don't you just do it for the listeners, like so that they know? Yeah,
sure.
let's
I think
make
that's
sure that the
that's a
listeners
good idea. Let's
know
make
all
sure
the
that
rules
they
of the
know
draft
what to expect here. So, we have 12 positions on offense and defense. The obvious 10 on offense, and then you can have a little flex of wide receiver, tight end, fullback. Obviously, EJ might use his number 1 overall pick on Cam Latu, and then you get one extra spot, which could go. You get to rotate. Could be anybody. Same thing on defense: 2 edge, 2 defensive tackles, 2 linebackers, 2 corners, a nickel, 2 safeties, and then 1 extra flex position. We've got head coach, offensive coordinator, and defensive coordinator, and then 1 wild card spot, which can be something else entirely, whatever you want to use that on. And this is a way to look at the health of the rosters as we head into the offseason here. Now, EJ, you understand that you can pick any position here.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like the first pick, or would you like the 2, 3, and then after that it'll go? It won't snake the whole time. It'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
See, that is
6,
confusing.
7.
But anyway, I want the first pick.
The man wants the first pick. I'm very curious to see where we go here, because what is interesting about this exercise is there are certain positions where there's a lot of strength across the division. Oh, one thing we have to clarify here. How are we handling Jalen Phillips, Quinnen Williams, the guys who were traded? I think you just get them for the whole season. That is a good
question. So when I made my board here, which is really just my ideal team, I listed Quinnen Williams. I said I would have went with him if he had played a full season for the Cowboys. I feel like I think you
get the whole season. It's too complicated otherwise.
All right, that's fair. So and then with injured guys, we're not knocking them for missing time.
Not necessarily. Well, a difference would be Nakobe Dean. You do get he's not available the first 6 weeks of the season. He was coming off of injury, right?
All right.
With Jayden Daniels, it might be he might not suffer the same injuries, but he's still going to have that playing style. He's still built that way. He very well might get injured again.
All right. Good to know. All right. So with the first pick, I am taking Cooper DeJean.
Oh, wow.
Is that who you wanted? Is that actually, was that number 1 on your board?
I don't know if it would have been number 1 on my board, but if you had not taken him, I would have taken him on this turn for sure. So that's
now I feel like I know who you're taking, and I'm disappointed about it too. I felt like the drop off for Cooper, he's one of the best nickels in the NFL, full stop. So, and I feel like the versatility that you get, maybe you can shoehorn him into another position, but really I'm drafting him to be my nickel, to be a scheme defining player in my defense. So I'm going to take Cooper DeJean off the board here, number 1. And now I just know who you're going to take in the next 2 picks, and I'm upset about it.
Well, no, you don't. I don't think you know.
I do.
Because I think there's a couple ways to go about this. I think you're assuming that I was gonna take Quinyon and pair Quinyon with Cooper DeJean, which I very well may have done, because there is not as much secondary depth here. Is there an obvious second corner? I don't know that I feel like that's too important. I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I am going to take Quinyon Mitchell. I think he's very clearly the top
Yes, he really
corner
is.
in the division. And you're talking about what you want here is an impact position and a position where there's a significant delta. And then I'm going to go. Those guys aren't that bad, though. I think I probably would have gone Quinyon and Cooper.
Yeah, I think that's the right way to do it because there's a big drop off after both of those guys.
This is one where this is not where I expected to go, and it's not the most impact position. But I do think as I am. You know what? I'm not going to do that. Take that back. Take that back. I'm taking Vic Fangio.
Uh, okay. Yeah, probably the right call.
Yeah, I mean, you're
Yeah.
gonna you've gotten a bunch of guys who have gotten fired.
Yeah, but say who even am I
I
going
think
to?
every single one of them lost their job.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna take Vic Fangio, and now I'm a little less worried about specific position filling on defense.
Okay. All right. I respect it. So now we're just going back and forth, right?
Now we're just going back and forth.
I feel like the 2-3, you got good value for that, but that's okay. That's all right. Um, yeah, see now I'm looking through like who do I really not want to miss out on? You know what? I'm gonna take Zach Bond.
That was
I
who I was
think
gonna take. That was my
Yeah,
other
I
pick.
think I again like I'm trying to get difference makers, especially now that I'm gonna have a bozo, a defensive coordinator, somebody who's coaching for their job. I feel like I need some guys who are really gonna elevate the floor, a floor raiser and a ceiling raiser. So if you give me Zach Bond and Cooper DeJean as two of my key cornerstones on defense, I feel pretty good about that.
Okay, okay, that's fair. Um, all right. I am man, injuries and all. How do we feel about offensive line like position switches?
I will allow that. I think
If the
that's fair.
guy, I think if the guy has played the position in the league, it's okay to switch. But
Yeah, I think
if
that's good.
you can't just,
You can't
theoretically
put like
say
Jordan Mailata at left guard or something.
exactly.
Yeah.
Um, all right. So far, first four picks, all Eagles.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what that says about us.
I'm gonna take another Eagle. Injuries and all. I'm still taking Lane Johnson. Uh, and I just think
Okay.
there's good left tackles. The right tackles in the division are not very good unless you really love Josh Connerly. But I'm gonna lock in Lane Johnson.
Okay. Sounds good. Now I'm doing some research while also thinking about my next pick. So bear with me. Andrew Thomas did not play right tackle early in his career. I was hoping to get off on a technicality here. Um, let's see. It's funny because
While
like,
while you're thinking, let
go
me
ahead.
tell the audience that Fran, our beloved Fran, is at the Senior Bowl right
Yes.
now, and right now he's watching the first practice. I think practice is just getting underway, the first day at the Senior Bowl. But if you are draft interested, we have a video up on the PHLY YouTube page, and also should be appearing in your audio feed of like 15 minutes of just the offensive players at the Senior Bowl who we think could interest the Eagles in the first two rounds or so. And obviously, we will continue to talk to Fran throughout the week and keep you updated there. Go ahead, AJ.
Yeah, it's a great plug. I'm gonna stick with defense here, and I'm gonna take the first non-Eagle off the board. I'm gonna take Brian Burns.
Okay.
New York Giants edge rusher, for those who maybe aren't familiar.
Yeah,
I feel like
edge
he's
is
not
not as
quite a
deep
household
as
name.
defensive tackle, no doubt.
Yeah, 16 and a half sacks last season. He made the Pro Bowl. I'm just going to start drafting just studs, difference makers on defense and, figure out offense in the latter rounds here.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to take the first wide receiver off the
Hmm.
board, and
Okay.
this is another loaded position, at least top 4 or 5.
Who are you
I'm
going with?
I'm taking CeeDee Lamb.
Wow.
CeeDee
Okay.
Lamb to me is the best receiver in the division. No offense to the other guys.
Well, Pickens had a better year
I
production
know that I
wise.
can move him around, but I feel fine about CeeDee Lamb.
Okay. You know, I think I'm just gonna I'm gonna build an identity here.
Okay.
Ah, no, no. I'm getting too excited about it. Um, I feel like a lot of these guys, we're starting to get to a point now where I feel like a lot of these guys, you would feel okay about your second choice there. I'm gonna take Tyler Booker at right guard,
Oh man.
Cowboys right guard. I'm looking through the board, like who do I really
Yeah,
not want to have to replace here? And I think Tyler Booker is a good
that's
one
a good one.
to make sure that we've got a solid interior offensive line building here.
Okay, fair enough. Uh, in that case, I am gonna I'm gonna lock in who I think is the best left tackle, and no offense to Jordan Mailata, but I'm gonna take Andrew Thomas.
Okay. See, this is a sign that we are starting to get to a point where it's like, you know, there's probably two options you like. And because of that, I'm going with one of the few players I think there's a real clear drop from 1 to 2, and that is Saquon Barkley.
I knew you were gonna do that.
Give
Now
me
we
Saquon
none of us
Barkley.
has even considered a quarterback yet.
Well, it's funny because I was gonna say I didn't want to give away my strategy here, but I feel like the gap between the top three quarterbacks, you could build an offense with any of them, really.
Sure,
Um, but yeah, again, the drop from Saquon, I felt like it was big enough that I needed to make that pick there.
that's fine. No, there's no doubt there's a huge drop
Who
off
would
there.
even be your number two running back? Would it be Scatterbo?
It's either Scadaboo or Javante Williams, right?
I mean,
It's not
you could
ideal.
talk me, especially if you're not like his injury is not guaranteed in this exercise. I think he probably goes Scatterbo number two.
Hmm.
Not trying to give you draft notes, but
Yeah. I'm gonna try to make sure that I have the significantly better offensive line here.
yeah.
I'm gonna take Tyler Smith, the Cowboys
Ah,
left guard, who is certainly the best offensive lineman available.
okay. I respect it. Um, okay. I think it's probably time for me to address, probably time for me to at least address the secondary, make sure that I'm not having total liabilities back there. I'm gonna take. I'm worried this is gonna be one where like your eyebrows go up. Like there's not. I don't think there's a clear number two
Is
corner
this gonna
in
be
this.
Keely Ringo?
No, definitely not. Come on. I'm taking Andrew Phillips. I mean, he was like fine this year.
Okay.
I don't know who your number two corner is
Well,
on your
now you're
board.
gonna now you could put him in the nickel and you can put Cooper DeJean outside if you want, but
I could, yeah. I think yeah, interchangeable secondary is probably what I'm going for here, but I didn't feel great about any of the outside corners outside of Quinyon.
okay. This is interesting the way this has played out. There are other places I want to address, but I do want to make sure that I get one more guy in the secondary because I thought this is who you were going to take. I'm going to take Mike Sanders still.
Yeah. That would have been fun for me to have the interchangeable secondary if I had Sanders still. But he was chaotic, man. When I was looking through his numbers today, it's like he gave him 10 touchdowns this year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not thrilled, but
Yeah, high variance there. All right. I think I'm gonna wade into an area that you and I both have been avoiding because it's really deep.
okay.
But if I want to build this elite defense with scheme changers, give me Jordan Davis at the center of it.
Really,
Yeah.
With Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Quinnen Williams, Dexter Lawrence,
Now
you're
hear me
taking
out.
Jordan Davis
You
first.
just named a bunch of like game wreckers. I'm confident I'll get one of the game wreckers. I want the rock solid foundation piece next to them. I want the guy that's going to give me like every day, light boxes. We're going to be able to build this whole thing. Jordan Davis is going to facilitate for one of those guys. I feel like as fun as it sounds to be like, oh, Dexter Lawrence and Jalen Carter, like I don't know. I feel like Jordan Davis is the foundation piece that you need there.
Interesting.
He played unbelievable this year. You got to remember.
I know he did. He was fantastic, but I think I'd keep
And
him.
Carter was injury prone this year, so you have to bake that in.
Yeah, but I think the things that he does for you, Dexter Lawrence probably also does.
Dexter
But
Lawrence and Carter,
I think
yeah,
that's fair.
they're both the game wreckers. I needed one rock solid piece in the interior.
All right, we're going to go to break in a second, but let me just quickly run down the rosters so far through 7 rounds.
How do you keep track of this while doing this?
EJ,
amazed.
Saquon Barkley, Tyler Booker. That's it. Brian Burns, Jordan Davis, Zach Bond, Drew Phillips, and Cooper DeJean. Whereas I've got CeeDee Lamb, Andrew Thomas, Tyler Smith, Lane Johnson, Quinyon Mitchell, Mike Sanderstil, and Uncle Vic. So there you go. We will come back after these words from our sponsors. Continue filling out this draft as EJ tries but fails to come out with a win.
Next, let's talk about Monarch. You will feel organized and confident in your finances with Monarch, an all-in-one personal finance tool that brings your entire financial life together in one clean interface on your laptop or phone. Whether you're switching jobs like me with past retirement accounts to monitor or just trying to simply check your portfolio, Monarch has been perfect to keep an eye on all my finances in one place, and it can be for you too. It can be so time-consuming checking a handful of different apps, and Monarch is the perfect solution. It's built for people with busy lives. If you've put off organizing your finances, Monarch is for you. Don't leave money on the table. This new year, achieve your financial goals for good. Monarch is the all-in-one tool that makes proactive money management simple all year long. Use code PHLY at monarch.com in your browser for half off your first year. That's 50% off, 50, your first year at monarch.com with the code PHLY. I know it's cold outside. Maybe you're looking ahead to the summer, and it's really going to be an all-time sports summer here in Philadelphia. The World Cup is here. Maybe you want to go see Brazil in the group stages at the Link, maybe Morocco, but actually getting tickets to those games, that part can be pretty brutal. That's why the Game Time app is such a lifesaver. It gives the advantage back to fans with tickets to all the matchups that you care about. You can track price drops in real time, get alerts when seats open up, and grab tickets the moment they hit the app. And it's all backed by the Game Time guarantee. I promised my nephew I would take him to a Sixers game. It was his Christmas gift, and I can assure you that Game Time is the best place to go for those last-minute steals. They even send you alerts so you can snag new tickets first by following your favorite teams. Take the guesswork out of buying soccer tickets with Game Time this summer. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code PHLY for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code PHLY for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today.
Back on the PHLY Eagles podcast by Wolf and EJ Smith. The NFC East Draft continues. I'm up, and I'm about to do something a little bit dirty to you, EJ. Now that
don't do that. No, don't. I know what you're gonna do, and it's literally gonna be my next pick.
It's something that we actually discussed on the quick hit with Fran earlier today. I'm drafting Landon Dickerson, and he's my center.
Oh no, that's not what I thought you were gonna do.
Okay.
All right, now I feel a lot better.
And I wonder if this is something the Eagles have considered. Is, again, I don't think they're going to move on from Cam Jerkins. I don't. But if they were to do that, because if you were just getting up to speed on this, they have a couple days at the beginning of the new league year where they could release him, and then they wouldn't be on the hook for the guaranteed money. I don't think they're going to do that. But if they think that he is physically broken, and they are going to do that, Landon Dickerson's a good guard, and he's being paid like one of the best guards in football, so you probably wouldn't do this. But they do at least have that flexibility where if you were to draft, if the draft board fell in a certain way, where there's a great guard on the board who probably can't play center, you could play Landon Dickerson at center. So anyway, we've seen him do it. I'm drafting Landon Dickerson, and so now my offensive line is Andrew Thomas, Tyler Smith, Landon Dickerson, and Lane Johnson.
Yeah, no, I mean that is what you did is unfair because now there are really no left guards I can feel amazing about. But I am relieved that you did not take Cliff Kingsbury off of the board.
I could. EJ, I like to play the game, but I would never part. I would never break you and Cliff up. It would be like drafting your wife.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm taking Cliff off the board because I didn't feel great about, especially my coach is going to have to compensate for some things here, offensively, given the way that we went so defense heavy. So yeah, no, give me Cliff Kingsbury. He's gonna scheme it up. He's got Saquon, he's got Tyler Booker. We're off to a great start with Cliff. He's going to be asking me the same question he'd be asking the Eagles, like who is going to be on this offense you want me to coach?
All right, I am going to. Do I? I mean, it's a tough call here because the best players are all at loaded positions that are
Yeah.
still loaded positions. I can't justify that. I'm gonna draft AJ Brown.
Okay.
Certainly not his best season. Uh, Maybe if he's got a different quarterback, I'll be happier and more productive. We'll see how that plays out. It is funny. I think both of us are uh, both aware of the discourse of having to draft a quarterback and maybe not doing it in part because of that. But I'm taking AJ Brown.
Okay, that's fair. Um, I'm a little worried that you're going to just box me out of the wideouts, but I'm also worried you're going to box me out of other positions. But I think I have to take George Pickens here.
Really, over
I want to
Devontae.
make sure I don't get. I mean, George Pickens outproduced CeeDee Lamb this year. He looked really good in that Cowboys offense. Maybe this is foreshadowing for some things that I've got set up later, but I think George
Wow.
Pickens would be a good. I want to make sure I have a decent receiving core, so I'm going to start with George Pickens here.
Okay. Well, then there's no doubt that I am drafting Devontae Smith here.
Uh,
So I've got CeeDee Lamb, AJ Brown, and Devontae Smith.
it's a great receiving core. Um, all right, let's see. I am going, man, you really just cleared the board for offensive linemen here. Like you did a good job prioritizing that position. Like I don't feel good about really any of these guys. Like how are we feeling about Tyler Guyton's positional for versatility?
He only played
Did he?
one position as a rookie, right?
But he played right tackle
Oh,
in
did he?
college. He's
Yeah.
listed as, I think he might have played right this year.
I'm fine if you want to put him at right tackle.
Okay.
You would take him over Josh Connerly?
I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
looking through the board a little bit nervous here. You
Oh,
know
but you
what?
don't have a left tackle either.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I
but you
feel
could take
better about left
Mailata.
tackle. Yeah.
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 Well, between Guyton and Mailata, I mean, Mailata could play on the right side.
Yeah, Mylata
He's
has
done it.
played on
Yeah,
the right, and you already have, but you already have your tackle, so that doesn't really behoove me
it's true.
to prioritize that. Yeah, you're right. It's like everybody, it's like really loaded everywhere. I mean, in the spirit of like picking the game wreckers, I'll take Dexter Lawrence.
Okay. Now
Yeah,
you got the big beefy guys up front. No doubt
yeah,
about that.
yeah.
Between Lawrence and Jordan Davis. Unfortunately, I do think you have given me an opportunity to do something also sneaky here.
You were so much better at the strategy of like being annoying in this game, whereas like I'm just good at the spirit of like picking great players.
Well, I'm going to take a great player
Okay,
who did get injured this year, but I've got my offensive flex spot. I'm taking Malik Neighbors.
okay, that's fine. I mean,
So now I mean, you got George Pickens and, you know,
it's I mean you're done with
Britton
wideouts now,
Covey.
so
I'm done with wideouts, but I got CeeDee Lamb, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and Malik Neighbors.
yeah. But what are you gonna run 14 personnel with Kevin Patullo? It's not even 14-0-4
Oh, one.
personnel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now I can rotate guys.
I mean, yeah, great. Congrats on your rotation.
AJ can spat off all he wants. He can,
Yeah, okay.
I'm free to suspend him for a
I
half
mean,
if I
you
need
left
to.
me Terry McLaurin. I feel okay about it. I'll be fine there. I think we're probably at the point in the draft where Dallas Goedert becomes a viable choice here. I mean, if there's decent options, but I'll take Goddard at tight end.
Okay. You're certainly going to need it. Um, all right. I will take the injury risk and the half season in order to get Nakobe Dean as my top linebacker, given the way he
Okay.
played this season.
I This one's easy for me. We're going five-man front. We are gonna just muck it up. We're gonna be nasty in the interior. You got a good offensive line, but
Okay.
give Give me Jalen Carter.
All right, he's your defensive flex.
Dexter
That's
Lawrence,
good. No,
Jalen
that's
Carter,
good.
and Jordan Davis. With Cooper to Gene. I mean, we only need 5 guys in the box. We'll be fine.
I mean, that's what you should have done. That's what I did at wide receiver.
Yeah.
You should box me out there. That's good.
Yep. And I forced you to take my guy too. So. What
do you mean?
Moro Jomo.
Why do I have to take Moro?
I mean, there's
Quinnen Williams, Kenny Clark, Deron Payne, Osa Odigizua. Do I have to take Moro?
It is a good position group, but yeah.
See, even that is, I don't think, a huge difference. This is, there's not a lot of places where we both need somebody, and there's a huge difference. I don't know here. I'm going to do, because you can't take a defensive tackle now. There's nowhere for you to put him.
Yeah, there's really no point in you drafting a D tackle.
All right. This is a weird move because he couldn't get on the field, but I'm taking Jahad Campbell as the next best linebacker.
Oh, you're going to play him at off-ball linebacker? Okay, yeah.
The position that he plays, yes.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why. I don't know why my mind just immediately went like you're going to put him at edge? I don't know. I'm surprised you did that. But it's fine with me.
Yeah.
I am surprised. He would not have been the linebacker I picked.
You want Frankie Luvu?
No.
Bobby Okereke?
I won't tell you because we still have linebackers to take, but you've got both of your linebacker spots filled, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't behoove me to tell you. Give me Reed Blankenship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want a solid safety. Not to say there's a huge drop off, but it doesn't make me feel great looking at the other names there.
Fair enough. All right. I don't see that even the edge guys are all clumped together.
Yeah, I don't care who you take at edge. I'll have somebody good. Yeah.
I know. Oh man, you could go either way. Are we really just not going to take a quarterback yet? Nobody wants to do it.
It's very on brand for us to not have taken a quarterback yet.
All right. I need, for those keeping track, I need a quarterback, running back, right guard, an entire defensive line, a nickel, and 2 safeties, plus a defensive flex, head coach, offensive coordinator, and wild card. AJ needs a quarterback, everybody on the offensive line except Tyler Booker. He needs 2 wide receivers or tight ends, a flex. He needs an edge, a linebacker, a safety, a corner, and head coach, DC, wild card. I am going to go here. I mean, do I feel any level of confidence about that? Not really. I guess I'm going to take Paulson Adebo as the next corner.
Yeah.
So you don't, yeah. And then I play Sammer still inside.
Yeah. I mean, you're taking him off the board for me. I have another guy at that position where it's like, yeah, fine. I literally put hold your nose and pick ... this player. So, I like Matt H in the chat says I should take Abdul Carter and play him at linebacker. That would be fun. I mean, I don't hate it, but it's not what I was planning on doing. Yeah, we are at a point now where, all right, fine, I'll take the quarterback.
All right, make your last pick and then we'll go to break.
I'm going to take Dak Prescott at quarterback.
Wow, boo him in the chat. Boo!
Lindsay,
Boo!
flash the numbers. Flash the numbers, Lindsay.
You are not allowed to draft a starting quarterback as your backup quarterback. That's the other rule.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fair. I mean, it's hard to argue against the production difference between these quarterbacks. If you look at the numbers here, Dak was pretty much superior in everything except for total touchdowns. and touchdown to interception ratio because of the Eagles' turnover aversion. And Jalen Hurts was careful with the football. He deserves credit for that. But if I'm gonna try and build like a Cliff Kingsbury, wide open passing game, I think I need
Wouldn't
Dak
you want
Prescott.
Jayden Daniels for Cliff Kingsbury?
I mean, Jayden Daniels didn't have a good year, so I actually think you could make an argument for Jalen in that system, a like quarterback run game centric system. But I just wanted the most productive quarterback I could get, which is why we go with Dak Prescott here.
Okay, fair enough. EJ Smith tells the audience he thinks Jalen Hurts is trash, nasty, nasty quarterback play.
You're the Cowboys fan here.
Rashida Jones is what you think Jalen Hurts is. We'll come back on the other side. Stay with us with someone who actually believes that Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Whether your favorite team wins or not, there's always another way to win on the BetParx online casino app. You can check out brand new casino games like Huff and More Puff and Fireblaze Sky Queen, which is a BetParx exclusive. The only app I ever use to play all my favorite casino games right in the palm of my hand. You can play blackjack, roulette, craps, poker, baccarat, not Burt Bacharach, but baccarat, and hot online slots like Cash Eruption, 88 Fortunes, and Cleopatra online slots. EJ loves Breaking Bad. I said, EJ, how about you put a little lettuce on how much you love Breaking Bad? Because there's sweet casino games based on your favorite streaming shows like Breaking Bad, Walking Dead, Squid Game, and Peaky Blinders. New users now get up to $1,000 in casino bonus back if you're down in the first 24 hours. Just go to betparx.com and download the app right now and enjoy all the action and excitement from the casino right at your fingertips. Must be 21 and in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Maryland, or Michigan. For BetParx gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Need to thank Joe and Michelle at Bucci's Jewelry and Design for helping me with the big Christmas present for my wife this year. She loves it, and the reason she loves it is because Joe and Michelle know exactly what they are doing at Bucci's Jewelry and Design. We all know the feeling if you go into a jewelry store trying to pick out something for your partner and suddenly you're in over your head. You're thinking, I don't know, what's the difference between this, that? What if she doesn't like it? He or she? It can be stressful. Not with Joe and Michelle, because they are game changers. These guys have been making the whole process seamless from the minute you walk in. They treat you like family. So the next time you need to find that perfect piece, go see Joe and Michelle at Bucci's Jewelry and Design. Tell them the PHLY sent you. We're talking 30-plus years in the game, voted Philly's #1 jeweler year after year, over 1,000 5-star reviews. BucciJewelers.com. Check them out.
Back on the PHLY Eagles podcast by Wolf EJ Smith. The NFC East Draft rolls on, despite EJ spitting in the face of Eagles Nation. One spot where we don't, or where we both have to fill, is safety.
No, I got Reed, but go on.
Well, you still have to fill another safety
Oh yes,
spot.
yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that I've crunched the tape on every single snap of the 3 safeties that I have ranked together here. But I'm gonna go ahead and take Javon Holland from the Giants. Who had a nice paycheck. Playmaker, friend, Duffy favorite. Give me Javon Holland.
Yeah, I appreciate you being honest about the safeties because, after Reed, I mean, even Reed included, it's like, these guys are all kind of clumped together. I'm going to play the game theory a little bit here. I'm not a game theoriesman like you and Dane is, but
no. By the way, we joked about a quarterback, and none of us has even considered head coach at any point yet.
Yeah, I said what I said. By the way, please notice that I did not include Fran in game theoriesman. I wanted to upset him. I wanted him to get upset about that.
Okay.
I'm going to take Jake Ferguson. I'm going to try and box you out of the productive tight ends.
Oh no! I can't get Jake Ferguson at my tight end. My plans are ruined. I'm foiled.
I mean, listen, I'm going to try and be a heavy personnel team.
Yeah, because you can't throw the ball.
What do you mean I can't throw the ball?
All you got is George Pickens.
Your secondary has Quinion. That is pretty much it, though. So I feel okay about this.
What are you talking about? I got Puzzle and Debo and Mike Sanders still, and Javon Holland.
Yeah, Sanders still
the best safety in football.
Yeah. Not moving me. My secondary against your receiving core does have me a little worried, but it'll be all right.
Should. You should be terrified of my receiving.
You're not going to have time to throw the ball.
Yes, I will. I have a great offensive line. What are you talking about?
Not better than my defensive line. Come
But
on.
my defensive line is going to be way better than your offensive line because the defensive line is so deep and the offensive line is not. And you're going to be having a trash offensive line. You've lost, but it's fine. We'll continue the exercise.
I feel good about my team.
Okay.
All
All
right,
right.
so I
So
got
let's
Ferguson.
see. Quarterback, running back. Since you've filled your offensive line thing, there's not a lot of spots where both of us can draft somebody. Oh no, because you have Ferguson as your second tight end, not your flex. So you do have another
Yeah.
spot. So I can't quite say that I can just go ahead and draft. All right. So in that case, give me Donovan Wilson as my second safety next to Javon Holland.
Yeah, I was hoping you didn't take Donovan Wilson. Yeah, no, that. Oh man, yeah. Who even do we have left like that we're both up for?
Well, edge, I mean, because I can draft another safety. It could be my
Yeah.
flex. Linebacker, same thing. Head coach, wild card,
You know
everything
what?
on. Yeah, go ahead.
Give me Andrew Makuba.
Okay.
I mean, turnover variance at the very least. I mean, I'm not saying I feel amazing about it. That might be one of the picks where like if you're a Cowboys fan watching this, you're like, I can't believe they took Makuba. Like,
From Willie Cooker. Like, yeah.
yeah, but I don't know. It's kind of a wash.
Okay. I think that's fine. All right. I think there are lots of ways to go at edge. We both need edge. I think there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reasonable places to go. But I'm gonna take the swing on the most talented player. I will take Abdul Carter and make him my first edge.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna target the wild card here, and I'm going to go with Jeffrey Lurie.
Oh,
I don't want
interesting.
any of
What
the
an
other owners in the
obsequious thing to
division.
do for a reporter.
No,
You bootlicker.
no, it has much less to do with Jeffrey Lurie and a lot more to do with every other owner in the division.
Well, yeah,
If
but
if we had two more wild cards, I'd try and box you into drafting
mm,
Josh Harris just for fun.
oh
But
gosh, yeah, that's terrible. But I understand. I think
yeah,
I think if this were you're building a franchise and moving forward, that would be a very good pick.
yeah,
I think in the exercise as framed of this is just about the 2025 season, I think the 1 year difference you're not getting what difference making you want from Jeffrey Lurie.
yeah. I want to look at my team and feel good about top to bottom here, and I think Jeffrey Lurie is because although you're not gonna go with an owner here, so you just are
Of
gonna
course
be
not. Yeah.
leaderless in this spot.
Maybe this is a lesson for you. Who needs leadership? You don't need leaderless. What do you mean leaderless?
You need
The
someone to
owners are
point
the
the
least
whole
important. I mean, give
organization
me a
in the right
break.
direction.
You just won the NFC Championship. Let's bring the owner on stage. Get the hell out of here.
I stand on it. I feel good about it.
That's fine. All right, I'm taking no, I'm not gonna do that. Do I need to do that? All right. I'm gonna take another edge. And I'm between two guys,
Yeah,
but
probably the two I'm between.
no, I am. I get it. I'm gonna take Jalen Phillips.
Yeah, okay.
When you get the injury history, I'm probably gonna have another back. I've got two injured guys in Jalen Phillips and Nakobe Dean, but I feel like he's probably the proper pick there.
Okay. Who was the other guy you were between?
Well, there's two. I was between three.
I'm going to go with Jalen Hunt. I'm hoping he was part of
Mm.
the three, the three.
He was who I almost took. I put my money where my mouth is. Jalen Sutton had a
Especially if you
fantastic season.
include like the sim pressure interceptions that we saw from him, there's real value there. I mean, he had a really good season. So, just man, a 5-man front of Brian Burns, Jalen Hunt, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, and Dexter Lawrence. I mean, my God.
What do you mean?
Just
What do you mean?
havoc.
My God,
That is just beautiful right there.
you're fine. All right. There are not a lot of places where I can draft someone that you can't,
Yeah, I think we can start rapid firing these.
except for because you still have a flex on offense.
Yeah.
So if you really wanted to, you could draft another tight end and go 13 personnel, and fully lean into the EJ bit. Um, so you know what? I'm bringing him back, baby. Give him to me. I know he got hurt. Give me Zach Ertz.
Okay. I respect it. I can start being quick with some
I
of
think he can
these.
go. There's only one spot. There is only one spot left, EJ.
Just
Although
tell it to me so I don't have to
I
find
guess
it.
corner or linebacker because I could take that as my flex. But the only thing neither of us has filled at all. You want to talk about leaderless
Head coach.
head coach?
I feel fine about that. Uh,
Okay.
uh, let's see. Um, I'll give me Terry McLaurin.
Okay.
Time to start filling out some of these spots.
Okay. All right. Let's go through it. I will make my selection here. I will do it. I'm taking Brian Day. I'm just kidding. Give me Nick Sirianni. Of course. In a division with Dan Quinn and Brian Schottenheimer and Brian Daboll? Of course. I already know he can work with Vic. I already know he can lead men. He's got the best winning percentage of any person alive. Of course I'm taking Nick Sirianni.
Okay. Very, very good. I agree that he's the first one on the board. Uh, I mean, I
All right,
actually like,
you want to just go through and fill it out now?
well, no, give me Schottenheimer just so we can
Okay.
fill it out. I think he's number two. Yeah, now we can go rapid fire through some of it. I'm gonna take
All
Debo
right.
Samuel at wideout.
Okay.
Maybe we can get something out of him for a year. Uh, yeah,
Who are your offensive linemen? You need a left tackle, left guard, center, and right tackle.
Mailata at left tackle.
Yeah.
I don't feel great about any of these. Give me some time to pick my left guard.
You want Tyler Guyton at right tackle? Is that the idea?
Tyler Guyton at right tackle.
Okay.
You
Taking
really
Jurgens?
boxed me out. What's that?
You're going to take Jurgens?
I wasn't going to. I mean, I guess is there a chance he's healthier and that makes him play better?
No,
Then
because he's still recovering from whatever he was recovering from. I mean, right?
I mean, maybe this is outlandish, but give me Tyler Biotish.
Okay.
And then left guard, I mean, yikes. You really boxed me out. There's not. I mean, yeah, because you took Landon at center. I mean, that really,
Yeah. Oh,
really
you do
boxed me
have
out.
three Tylers on your offensive line. That's exciting.
I mean, it's just the Cowboys. Give me Chris Paul
Oh, go
at left
Deeks.
guard. Yeah, I don't feel amazing about it.
Okay. Um,
Linebacker, right?
Linebacker, unless I want to use a pick on a linebacker, do I want to do that with Nakobe Dean or do I just take? Yeah, I'm not going to do that because I would rather have the defensive line help. So go ahead and take your linebacker.
Bobby Wagner.
Okay. And who's your defensive coordinator?
Oh, wait, no, I have another corner, don't I?
Oh yes, another corner.
I literally am gonna hold my nose when I say it. Deron Bland. Like
Okay.
maybe
Yeah.
just some variance there. And then defensive coordinator.
Find out who his defensive coordinator is going to be in overtime. Was I close, Lindsay? She'll have to let us know in the
I
chat.
don't think she can talk. Uh, I guess I'm taking. I can't take. Nah, I can. I'm gonna have to take Matt Eberflus. I mean, it's like it's not. It's a big drop from Vic Fangio to Eberflus, but with that
Yeah.
defense, he'll be fine. Make it look the same. That's all he's got to do.
Okay. All right. I'm taking Jalen Hurts as my quarterback. I'm taking Cam Scattaboo as my running back. I'm taking Sam Cosmi as my right guard. I'm taking Quinnen Williams and Deron Payne, Moro Ojimo, or Osa Digizua. Or Kenny Clark. It's so loaded. I'm gonna go. He's just Daron Payne's a loser. Did he do it? Did he? Oh, one sec.
What are you researching right now?
All right, I'll take. He stinks though. He's a loser.
I was gonna say this is great podcasting, but it actually kind of is. You just he stinks though. He's a loser. He's just the worst.
I'm gonna take Oso Digizua.
Yeah.
As my other defensive tackle. My flex is gonna be Kayvon Thibodeau. My offensive coordinator is going to be Clayton Adams.
Okay.
And my wild card,
the drop off from OC was not as big as DC. That was good work by you.
And my wild card, this is a tough call. I'm between two choices here. And
oh no.
What just happened?
Gone.
What
Wait,
happened?
You're not gone?
What just happened?
Your camera just went out. I was like,
start my video. What just happened?
There you are. Hello.
Can you see me? I can't see the thing anymore.
We can see.
Oh, here we go. Oh, I see.
Great.
Okay, there we go. It's this slide thing. All right, I'm taking. I was considering Tanner McKee to lock in the best backup quarterback in the division, but I'm gonna go ahead and actually just take Brandon Aubrey.
Yeah, I was actually annoyed you didn't have kicker on here because I was gonna try and prioritize that, but no, it's a good one.
Right, so
change the games.
Here we go. As we have made it through, I'm gonna give you EJ's offense against my defense first, and then we'll do the split. On offense for EJ Smith, coached by Brian Schottenheimer and Cliff Kingsbury, he's got Dak Prescott, Saquon Barkley, George Pickens, Dallas Goedert, Jake Ferguson, Deebo Samuel, and Terry McLaurin, and an offensive line of Jordan Mailata, Chris Paul, Tyler Biadasz, Tyler Booker, and Tyler Guyton. Going up a defense again, going up against a dominant defense because Vic Fangio is coaching them. Of Jalen Phillips, Quinnen Williams, Osa Odigizua, Abdul Carter, and Kayvon Thibodeau up front. Nakobe Dean and Jahad Campbell at linebacker, and Quinyon Mitchell, Mike Sanristil, Paulson Adebo, Javon Holland, and Donovan Wilson in the secondary. It's Vic. We're gonna be fine. On the other side of the ball, boy, is EJ's defense in trouble. He's got Brian Burns, Jordan Davis, Dexter Lawrence, Jalen Carter, and Jalix Hunt up front.
Man,
good group in the middle, but will they be able to make hay against this offensive line? Doubtful.
Absolutely.
Bobby Wagner, the corpse of Bobby Wagner, playing alongside Zach Bond, Drew Phillips, Cooper DeJean, Deron Bland, Reed Blankenship, and Drew Makuba in the secondary.
That's
up
fine.
Against the greatest assembly of offensive talent ever seen in this great football game of ours. Jalen Hurts, Cam Scattaboo, CeeDee Lamb, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Malik Neighbors, plus Zach Ertz, and an offensive line of greatness. Andrew Thomas, Tyler Smith, Landon Dickerson at center, Sam Cosme, and Lane Johnson, coached by Nick Sirianni and Clayton Adams, and all they got to do is make it to the 30-yard line because Brandon Aubrey is going to knock home some 70-yard field goals. Beautiful.
Love the coaching staff. This is great. I feel fine. I feel good about my team. I feel really good about my team, actually. Let me tell you why.
I've won drafts by more, but I still won.
The right side of your interior offensive line, and you don't know if Lane Johnson's going to play the full season. So the right side of your offensive line, I feel amazing. We're going to have Jalen Carter, we're going to have Dexter Lawrence, and we're going to have
against
Jalen
Sam
Phillips.
Cosme and Lane Johnson.
We're going to have
what are you talking about?
We're going to have Brian Burns, Jordan Davis, the whole group. We'll just NASCAR package them over there.
Has Brian Burns ever been on a winning team in his life?
He got 16.5 sacks last year, man. You can't just hand wave that.
He might have never played for a winning team in the NFL.
And really, it's not
kind
the
of
edge rushers.
impact could
The
he
edge
be
rushers
making?
are great, but that interior defensive line, man.
Yeah, listen, your defensive line is your interior defensive line is great. So is mine. The
Yeah,
interior
but yours
defensive
is a
line
lot
in
less.
the
Yours is a
division
lot more
is
fragile.
fantastic.
Your interior offensive line's not playing a full season, and you know it.
What are you talking about?
There you have injury prone guys over there. You got Landon Dickerson at center, and you got Lane Johnson at
Landon
right
Dickerson
tackle.
almost played the whole year.
Yeah, but he was hurt the whole year. He struggled.
Yeah, but at center, it's going to be fixed.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, him and Jordan Davis would be a good battle, but
It's
one
very
of
funny.
Dexter Lawrence or Jalen
We've-
Carter against
we've-
Sam Cosmi. You
we've
feel good about that?
I do. Yeah.
I don't believe.
I mean,
you.
they got to protect for a second and a half, given my wide receiver talent.
You have good. Your wide receiving core is what you're gonna have to build it on. But you're gonna be, as Kevin Patullo would say, you're gonna be in a lot of third and long. You know, you're not gonna be in third and manageable.
No, I'm not. Not with my play calling.
She's gonna be chucking it deep every. Well, you got Nick Sirianni as your head coach.
Yeah, but Clayton Adams has been granted autonomy.
No. That's why you needed Jeffrey Lurie as the owner. You got Josh Harris saying whatever the head coach.
No,
wants.
I don't. I don't have Josh Harris as my owner. I have just a.
You got no. Nick Sirianni is your senior most member of the organization.
That's not true.
Yes,
It's
it
Jalen
is.
Hurts' organization, as far as I'm concerned.
That doesn't help you that much.
Vic
You're
Fangio is the senior member of my organization.
You just undid this whole thing. You have Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni, and you're leaning on your passing game. Oh man, I feel amazing. I feel amazing about it.
Listen, there's a reason that the Cowboys denied the Eagles their request to interview Clayton Adams. Because they know he's the key to everything.
You said he has full autonomy. I feel like I won just off of that.
No, please.
I feel like
get
I
out of
won.
town. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Brian Schottenheimer is really going to get Brian Schottenheimer and Matt Eberflus. Another organization another marriage where it lasted a year.
If you were on
Nice
my
job.
side, would you have gone Dan Quinn just to like try and bring the defense up a little bit? Like, you know, Cliff is going to be fine on offense.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably where you lost. Yeah.
I think I just identified where you lost.
All right. Make sure you hit the like button, everybody. Tell us why you think I won and what the score, how many points I would win by in this theoretical matchup. We'll be back tomorrow at 2:00. EJ, how was the reunion with the missus? You're no longer in squalor.
It was good. It was good to have Julia back. I said before the show, I felt like whole again. You know, I enjoyed my bachelordom.
So
it was
lovely.
fun. You know, like the independence, the freedom. Julia is convinced I wouldn't survive more than like 2 weeks without her, based off of
Probably
like
so. Yeah.
me recapping some of the meals that I had while she was gone. I said I was eating like I was a college kid, but no,
Yeah,
it's
of course. Take
it's
advantage.
good to have her back. Yeah.
How soon before you left to go to the airport did you finally do the dishes?
Oh, that's a good question. I did them like an hour before the show. So
So you really did save it for
Yeah,
the very
I really-
end. Yeah.
I mean, it's just like I don't know what it is. I don't care about a sink full of dishes, but it bothers my wife. So make sure that they're clean when she gets back. That's all that matters.
There you go. All right. Thank you, everybody. Stay tuned in case there are further developments regarding the Eagles offensive coordinator search. We will be with you otherwise tomorrow, 2:00. Still snowed in. So join us. Thanks to Sherelle Parker for not doing a damn thing to fix the roads in the city of Philadelphia. We appreciate it. Really nice job out of you. That'll do it. And we will talk to you tomorrow. As always, we love you.
We all silly like the mayor.